Yes, right. Well, this is a video response to those two guys who responded to my response to the junkie who was supposed to be shooting up, but some guy had removed that part of the film of the junkie shooting up. But you know, he had scabs all over his face, and I think he was an ice freak or something like that. And he said that his father, he first tried cocaine when his father hit him up with top grade cocaine when he was 17 or something, which is pretty awful. And say if my father had done that to me when I was 17, I probably would have gone along with it, but in fact I wouldn't have needed that to happen in order for me to embark on my drug career, which I did. Actually, I started smoking grass at 15, and by 16 I was already in juvenile detention because my mother had found my stash of grass which I was selling to other kids at school. So I got 6 months in there and I found out a lot more about drugs and drug contacts and things like that. And also, oh yeah, my mother's never tolerated my drug use. Other family members' drug use, yes, but not mine. I don't know why, but that's it. But anyway, yes, I did take lots and lots of ice and heroin, and I was on methadone for a long time. But I just wanted to address what those guys said was that you shouldn't smoke weed because Jesus wouldn't do that, and also the other guy said, well, stay away from heroin because it'll kill you. And this is after I'd already said that I haven't actually used it for 10 years, so thanks for that piece of advice. I won't need to heed it because I already have done it, if you know what I mean. I heeded your advice before you gave it. Aren't you clever? Anyway, I don't mean to be bitchy, but you know, if you're going to make a comment, can you make something, you know, that isn't obvious? Because that's the great thing about the information age. We can actually put out new things, put out new ideas. We don't need to recycle and rehash old ideas. Anyway, I'm cracking on. Now, what I was going to say about the drugs, yeah, I would call myself a junkie rather than an addict of any particular substance, because I found that when I couldn't get something, I'd just go with something else, which is what that guy said in the clip. And it's true, I think. You know, when I couldn't afford to smoke grass, I would drink the cheapest wine out of a box, and I would know full well that I was well and truly sick, and really sick, you know, not functioning well at all. But I just knew that that was preferable to having to be straight, and I don't think I've actually been sober for more than 6 hours in the past, well, not this year, just come, but the past year, so. I try not to be straight, ever, but sometimes it's 6 hours or so. And as far as Jesus, you know, what would Jesus do? You know, don't do something if Jesus wouldn't do it. Well, you know, this is a cliche, okay? It is not wise words. The fact of the matter is, I am not going to go over to Israel and tell a lot of people that I'm the Son of God, right? That's not going to happen. Now, Jesus would do that. Jesus did do that. And he did get crucified, and I'm not blaming him. I'm not saying, well, if he hadn't done that, he wouldn't have got crucified, because, let's face it, that was his mission in life, to do that. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not Jesus, and I'm not going to do what Jesus would do every single time. I think that's pretty obvious. I hope it's clear. And if you think I'm a smart ass, it's because I am.